Hey guys, welcome back to another Crafty video. Today is going to be a bit of a different video sort of thing, and the camera is in a really weird angle. I'm at a really weird spot right now. But I wanted to do something different for a change. I wanted to do a deck profile of the deck that I used in the London International Championships, which is a Golisopod Garbodor variant. So to start off, we got 3 copies of Wimpod with that Wimp Out ability to be able to get it out of the active in our first turn. And obviously we're going to use 3 copies of Golisopod GX to be able to evolve into that. Now we got 1 copy of the Tapu Koko promo to be able to switch out of Koko to Golisopod for a first impression for a 120. Or we could do some spread damage in the first few turns using flying flips, so we can hit those numbers easier with the first impression from Golisopod GX for 120. I've got 3 copies of the Trubbish from Breakpoint to be able to evolve in a Trashalanche Garbodor, which we're going to see right now. I got 3 copies of those. And now we got 1 copy of the Garbotoxin Garbodor from Breakpoint. This one right here. So if you attach a tool card to this Garbodor, then all other abilities are shut down. I got 2 copies of Tapu Lele GX to be able to search out a supporter, which would be ideal in your first turn to be able to get the Bridget and fill up your bench with loads of Pokemon. Get the Guzma you need or the Acerola you need to pick up Golisopod. To put in another one, use first impression 120 again. We got a copy of Tapu Fini GX, and the reason I put this one in, actually I put this in last minute while we were still in the hotel the evening before. I put this one in for its GX attack actually, which is Tapu Storm GX, which basically shuffles your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it back into their deck. So if they got like a Garbodor out with like 5 energies, use Tapu Storm, shove it right back into their deck, and are not going to be happy about it. Now for the supporters, we got 1 copy of Bridget to be able to get all of those lovely Pokemon out. Very basics in our first turn. We got 4 copies of N to be able to get shuffle draw new cards into our hand, so we can use those. Obviously we got 4 copies of Sycamore. We don't want to be discarding away too much, but you know, in a pinch it might really be useful. We got 4 copies of Guzma. Of course we're going to be eyeing up some Pokemon from our opponents to be able to use first impression on 120 again, you know, knock that out. We got 3 copies of Acerola. If we got a Golisopod in the active with damage on it, you can pick that up. Put 1 in the active from your bench, be able to do first impression again with 120 damage. Obviously another staple, 4 copies of Ultra Ball right there. We got 4 copies of Choice Band. We also got 4 copies of Floatstone. Well, the reason I wanted to put so many tool cards in here was to be able to shut down abilities with Garbodor and to be able to do a bit more damage and a bit more retreating with Golisopod GX, so we can use that first impression all the time more consistently. And 2 copies of Fuel Blower to be able to blow off items from our opponents, so we can do more damage with Garbodor, with the Trashalanche Garbodor. I got 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher to be able to get our Pokemon back, and 1 copy of Heavy Ball to get a Garbodor out, a Wimpod, or a Golisopod GX. I got 3 copies of Grass Energy right there. I got 4 copies of Double Colorless Energy, so we can use this for extra damage on Tapu Lele GX, or we can use this for our Golisopod GX to be able to do Armor Press or Crossing Cut GX. And then we got 4 copies of the Rainbow Energy So we can use that for Garbodor with Trashalanche, so we can hit numbers with that. That being said, this is the entire deck. Hope you guys like the video. If you do, like it down below. Also as well, subscribe down below. I've also been thinking about doing a screencast of the deck list. Maybe that would be more convenient. Be sure to follow me on like Facebook and Instagram. You can also follow me on my website if you want, of course. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay crafty, guys.